Hello there, and welcome to Sleepy Wiki. As you settle in, allow your body to gently soften, letting your shoulders drop, and your breath become a slow, peaceful rhythm. Tonight, we'll embark on a quiet journey, not into the bright and bustling world above, but down, into the profound, ancient silence of the deep ocean. Imagine a place untouched by the sun's warm embrace, a realm of perpetual twilight and absolute darkness, stretching farther than the imagination can easily grasp. Here, life itself takes on forms of breathtaking wonder and serene adaptation. Creatures that glow in the eternal night, navigating pressures that would crush our world, yet doing so with an otherworldly calm. We'll simply drift through this unseen world, a place where time seems to slow to a whisper, exploring the gentle mysteries and quiet resilience of those who call the deepest waters home. No startling revelations, just a soft contemplation of their existence. Should these quiet journeys into the unknown bring you a moment of peace, a gentle like, or a soft subscribe, would be a kind acknowledgement. Now, let us begin our tranquil descent into the quiet wonders of deep ocean life. Imagine, if you will, a time almost 4 billion years ago, long before the first whisper of humanity, long before even the dinosaurs roamed a vibrant green earth. This was a planet still finding its rhythm, a restless young giant in the cosmic ballet. No soft green landscape stretched across its surface, no familiar blue skies arced overhead. Instead, the Earth was a crucible of raw energy. Its molten heart pulsed with volcanic fire, constantly reshaping its skin. The atmosphere was a thick, hazy veil, quite unlike the air we breathe now. Devoid of the oxygen so vital to most life today, it was instead rich with carbon dioxide, nitrogen, and vast plumes of water vapor, a steaming blanket insulating a fiery world. Over countless millennia, as the planet slowly exhaled its fiery youth, a profound transformation began. The superheated water vapor in that dense atmosphere began to cool, condensing into torrential rains that fell not for days or weeks or even years, but for untold thousands upon thousands of years. This epic deluge gradually filled the deepest basins and depressions on the planet's rugged surface, giving birth to the world's first oceans. These weren't the clear, sparkling waters we know. They were dark, turbulent cauldrons, heated by the Earth's inner warmth, and rich with dissolved minerals leached from the planet's fresh volcanic crust. It was a vast, primordial soup, swirling with potential, yet seemingly barren of life. But how in this wild, untamed world could the miracle of life begin? For a long time, scientists pondered the genesis of life, often looking to shallow, sunlit pools as potential cradles. Yet the most compelling whispers, the strongest echoes from the deep past, point not to the sun-drenched surface, but to an unexpected hidden realm far beneath the waves. They point to the deep ocean, specifically to the dramatic, perpetually dark landscapes of hydrothermal vents. Deep beneath the crushing weight of those early oceans, where sunlight could never penetrate, a different kind of fire burned. Here, the Earth's tectonic plates pulled apart or collided, creating vast networks of cracks and fissures in the ocean floor. Through these pathways, seawater seeped down deep into the planet's crust, where it was superheated to astonishing temperatures, sometimes exceeding 400 degrees Celsius, by the underlying magma. This intensely hot water, now laden with dissolved minerals like iron, sulfur, and methane from the rocks, became less dense and began to surge back upwards, erupting from the seafloor. These dramatic eruptions formed colossal, chimney-like structures, often reaching dozens of meters high, known as hydrothermal vents. We call some of these black smokers because of the dense, dark plumes of iron sulfide particles they discharge, resembling smoke billows against the dark water. Others, white smokers, release lighter plumes, often rich in barium, calcium, and silicon. And then there are the alkaline vents, like those found at the Lost City hydrothermal field, which are cooler but create stable chemical gradients, potentially even more conducive to the delicate dance of abiogenesis, the process by which life arises from non-living matter. Within these bustling chemical cities, no sunlight could penetrate, rendering photosynthesis, the energy source for most surface life, utterly impossible. Yet, life needs energy to persist and evolve. Instead of the sun's golden touch, these deep-sea environments offered a chemical feast. Here, the energy was derived not from light, but from the raw, potent chemical reactions between the superheated, mineral-rich vent fluids and the cold, oxygenated, or in the early Earth, simply different, seawater. This process is called chemosynthesis. It's a magnificent alchemy where organisms capture energy from the oxidation of inorganic compounds such as hydrogen sulfide, methane, or elemental iron. It's the Earth's own hidden battery, powering life with a constant flow of geothermal energy, a stark contrast to the solar-powered world above. It is within the intricate, porous rock structures and mineral deposits of these vents that scientists believe the very first cellular life may have taken root. Imagine microscopic nooks and crannies within these mineral chimneys, acting as miniature reaction chambers, tiny laboratories. These naturally occurring compartments could have concentrated simple organic molecules, protecting them from dilution in the vast ocean. Iron sulfide minerals, abundant around vents, are known to act as catalysts, helping to drive chemical reactions, much like enzymes do in living cells. Within these sheltered spaces, a constant flow of warm, chemically rich water would have created natural pH and temperature gradients across the vent walls, providing the energetic differentials needed to kickstart complex organic chemistry. Over eons, these conditions could have facilitated the formation of increasingly complex molecules, amino acids linking into proteins, nucleotides combining into strands of RNA, perhaps even rudimentary, self-assembling lipid membranes forming around these chemical packages. The RNA world hypothesis, for instance, suggests that RNA, capable of both storing genetic information and catalyzing reactions, might have been the primary genetic material of early life. In these sheltered, mineral-rich environments, these fragile precellular structures could have begun to self-replicate, to grow, and to evolve. The deep-sea vent acted as a cellular womb, cradling the nascent sparks of existence. Out of this vibrant chemistry, the very first whispers of life emerged. Not complex creatures with eyes and fins, but tiny, resilient architects, single-celled organisms likely belonging to the domains of archaea and bacteria. These were extremophiles, perfectly adapted to the harsh conditions, the extreme heat, the high pressures, the unique chemical compositions. They were the pioneer explorers of life, thriving on the very chemicals that flowed from the Earth's core. Some consumed hydrogen sulfide, others methane, and some even reduced carbon dioxide, forming a microscopic ecosystem, an ancient testament to life's incredible adaptability. This deep-sea origin theory offers significant advantages over surface theories for early life. The surface of early Earth was a harsh mistress, bombarded by intense ultraviolet radiation from a sun not yet filtered by an ozone layer, and constantly impacted by asteroids and meteorites from the young solar system. But deep below, these vent communities were shielded, nestled securely beneath miles of protective ocean water. They enjoyed stable temperatures, a consistent chemical supply, and protection from destructive cosmic events. The deep ocean was a sanctuary, a hidden garden where life could take root and quietly flourish, safe from the chaos above. And over eons, these early life forms began to diversify, to explore. From these ancient chemosynthetic ancestors, life branched out, adapting to slightly cooler, less chemically intense environments, slowly migrating upwards and outwards into the vast ocean. Phylogenetic trees, which map the evolutionary relationships between organisms, suggest that the universal common ancestor of all life on Earth was likely a thermophilic, heat-loving organism that thrived on hydrogen, carbon dioxide, and iron, very much like the organisms found at hydrothermal vents today. Even when the Great Oxidation event transformed the surface oceans and atmosphere much later, profoundly changing the course of life on Earth, the deep-sea dwellers continued their ancient ways, largely undisturbed, acting as living relics of our planet's earliest biological history. So, as you drift deeper into slumber, remember those hidden fires, those primordial waters, and the incredible chemical dance that may have given rise to everything that lives and breathes on our planet. The deep ocean doesn't just contain life, it may have given birth to it. It's a constant reminder that even in the darkest, most extreme corners of our world, miracles of existence can unfold, a testament to the Earth's boundless capacity for creation. Tomorrow night, we'll continue our journey, exploring how these ancient sparks of life grew into the incredible diversity we see today, venturing further into the unique ecosystems that thrive in the crushing darkness and unimaginable pressures of the deep, illuminating their fascinating adaptations and uncovering the secrets they still hold. Now, let us continue our journey, gently drifting beyond the familiar glimmer of the surface, further and further down into the vast, mysterious heart of our planet's oceans. Imagine yourself as a tiny, intrepid explorer, slowly sinking through the water column, watching the world around you transform with every passing moment. At first, as we leave the sun-drenched surface, we are still within what oceanographers call the epipelagic zone, or simply the sunlight zone. This is the realm we know best, teeming with life, where photosynthesis paints the waters with vibrant hues and warmth. But our voyage is to the depths, so we quickly pass through this bustling layer, heading downwards. As we descend past 200 meters, a subtle shift begins. the brilliant, life-giving sunlight starts to wane. We are now entering the mesopelagic zone, often called the twilight zone. Here, between 200 and 1,000 meters deep, sunlight struggles to penetrate. It's like watching the sun set over an impossibly long evening, where the light shifts from a bright, clear blue to a deep, ethereal indigo, then fades to a ghostly silver. There's enough light for some creatures to discern shapes and shadows, but not enough for plants to grow or for photosynthesis to occur. It's a perpetual dusk, a world bathed in an otherworldly, liquid twilight. With the fading light comes a profound change in temperature. The warm currents of the surface give way to an increasing chill. This is where the ocean experiences its most dramatic temperature drop, a rapid transition known as the thermocline. Below this invisible boundary, the water settles into a near-constant icy embrace. Imagine a cool hand gently touching your cheek, growing steadily colder as you sink deeper, until the very water around you feels like a whisper of ice. And then there's the pressure. It's an invisible yet undeniable force that begins its relentless increase the deeper we go. At the surface, we live under the weight of 1 atmosphere of pressure. But for every 10 meters we descend, another atmosphere of pressure bears down on us. In the mesopelagic zone, by the time we reach 1,000 meters, we are experiencing pressure around 100 times greater than at the surface. It's like having a small car pressing down on every square inch of your body. Yet, the ocean's creatures are marvelously adapted to this squeeze, their bodies built to withstand what to us would be utterly crushing. And our descent continues, further still. Below 1,000 meters, a new world unfolds, one of profound, absolute darkness. This is the bathypelagic zone, aptly named the midnight zone. Here, sunlight is a forgotten memory. Between 1,000 and 4,000 meters deep, the darkness is complete, eternal. No ray of sunlight has ever touched these abyssal plains. Imagine standing in the deepest cave on Earth, then multiply that darkness 1,000-fold. The only light comes from the creatures themselves, tiny, living sparks of bioluminescence like scattered jewels in an inky black void. Temperature here is relentlessly cold, hovering just above freezing, typically between 2 and 4 degrees Celsius. It's a perpetual winter, a chill that seeps into every crevice, creating an environment of profound stillness and cold. And the pressure? It becomes truly immense. At 4,000 meters, we are talking about 400 atmospheres of pressure. That's the equivalent of having over 400 elephants standing on a compact car, or stacking 50 fully loaded semi-trucks on top of each other, all bearing down on you simultaneously. It's an unimaginable weight, a colossal, silent hand pressing from every direction. Food, too, becomes incredibly scarce in the midnight zone. With no sunlight for photosynthesis, life relies on the slow, continuous shower of organic material drifting down from the sunlit waters above, decaying plants, dead animals, and fecal matter. We call this marine snow, a vital lifeline for the creatures that call this perpetually dark, cold, and high-pressure world home. But our journey is not yet complete. We continue our downward drift past 4,000 meters into the abyssopelagic zone. or the abyssal zone. This vast realm stretches from 4,000 meters down to 6,000 meters. These are the deep ocean plains covering more than half of the Earth's surface. Here, the conditions intensify even further. The darkness remains absolute, an unbroken velvet blackness. The temperature clings steadfastly to that near freezing point, a constant chill that never warms. The pressure builds, exceeding 600 atmospheres at 6,000 meters. Imagine the sheer force required to flatten a submarine, yet these depths are teeming with their own unique inhabitants. And then we reach the very deepest chasms, the final frontier of our ocean's embrace, the hadalpelagic zone, or the Hadal zone. This incredible region encompasses the deepest ocean trenches and canyons, plunging from 6,000 meters all the way down to nearly 11,000 meters in places like the Mariana Trench. These are the Earth's deepest scars, profound geological features where the ocean floor folds back into itself. In the Hadal zone, the physical conditions reach their most extreme. The darkness is as profound as ever. The temperature remains icy cold, but the pressure is beyond human comprehension. At the bottom of the Mariana Trench, the pressure can exceed 1,100 atmospheres. To put that into perspective, it's like having nearly 50 jumbo jets piled on top of you, or the weight of 1,000 elephants on a postage stamp. It's a force that would instantly crush most man-made objects. Yet even here, life persists, exquisitely adapted to this unimaginable stress. Our imaginary descent has taken us through incredible transformations, from the vibrant, sunlit surface to the crushing, frigid, and utterly dark abyss. We've seen how light disappears, how temperatures plummet, and how pressure builds to truly astonishing levels, creating distinct worlds within worlds. These extreme physical conditions are not merely challenges. They are the very sculptors of life in the deep ocean, shaping every creature that calls these zones home. And it is to these wondrous, resilient beings that we shall turn our attention next, exploring how life itself finds a way to flourish in such an extraordinary environment. Picture the weight of countless miles of water pressing down from every direction. It's an invisible hand, an omnipresent squeeze that could crush conventional life instantly. This is where life performs its most remarkable ballet, an evolutionary masterpiece of adaptation. Our journey now takes us into the very physiology of these creatures, into the ingenious ways their bodies have been sculpted by the abyss itself. The first, and perhaps most immediate challenge they face is the monumental pressure. Picture the weight of countless miles of water pressing down from every direction. It's an invisible hand, an omnipresent squeeze that could crush conventional life instantly. Down in the deepest trenches, the pressure can exceed 1,000 atmospheres. That's like having 1,000 elephants standing on a single small car, not just once, but continuously, from all sides. How, then, do these delicate forms of life withstand such an unforgiving embrace? Their secret lies in their very essence. Many deep-sea fish, like the ethereal snailfish, have remarkably soft, gelatinous bodies. Their bones are often thinly calcified, almost cartilaginous, allowing them a flexibility that defies our surface understanding of skeletal structure. They are like exquisite water balloons, filled with fluid rather than rigid containers. This simple, elegant design allows the pressure to pass through them rather than against them, equalizing the forces within and without. There are no large air-filled spaces in their bodies, like the gas-filled swim bladders that help surface fish maintain buoyancy. Such a bladder would be instantly collapsed and rendered useless by the immense squeeze, becoming a fatal vulnerability. Instead, many deep-sea creatures either lack a swim bladder entirely, relying on low-density tissues, or have bladders filled with oil or fat, which are far less compressible. But the adaptations run even deeper, right down to the molecular level, a silent symphony playing within every cell. Consider the proteins and enzymes that govern all life processes. On the surface, these delicate biological machines are designed to function optimally at atmospheric pressure. But in the deep, they would denature and stop working, much like an egg cooking under heat. So, deep-sea organisms have evolved specialized proteins, often referred to as piezophiles, meaning pressure-loving. These proteins are structurally different, folded in ways that maintain their integrity and function flawlessly under crushing forces. And to further stabilize these vital cellular components, many deep-sea inhabitants accumulate specific organic compounds called osmolytes, most famously trimethylamine N-oxide, or TMAO. Think of TMAO as a molecular chaperone, gently shielding and supporting the proteins, ensuring they retain their shape and function even when the world outside is relentlessly trying to distort them. It's a chemical embrace against the environmental squeeze. As we move beyond the incredible feat of pressure resistance, we encounter another defining characteristic of the abyss: eternal darkness. Here, light is a distant memory, a faint echo from a world above that few will ever see. Yet, life thrives in this perpetual twilight and absolute blackness. How do they navigate, hunt, and find mates when the sun's warm glow never penetrates? The answer is often found in the most mesmerizing display of nature's artistry: bioluminescence. Imagine a silent disco where every creature is a living light source, twinkling and flashing in the boundless dark. This isn't just for show. It's a vital language, a multi-purpose tool forged by evolution. Some, like the famed anglerfish, use a bioluminescent lure, a glowing rod extending from their head, to attract unsuspecting prey in the pitch black. It's a predatory beacon, drawing curious or hungry fish to their doom. Others use flashes of light for communication, a secret Morse code among their kind, perhaps for courtship or to warn off rivals. Still others deploy a dazzling burst of light as a defensive mechanism, a Lashpo burglar alarm shares, to startle predators or to illuminate their attacker, making them vulnerable to larger predators lurking nearby. The sheer variety of bioluminescent displays, from simple glows to complex patterns and sudden flashes, paints the deep sea with a living tapestry of light. But light, whether emitted or residual, is not the only sense honed by the darkness. Many deep-sea creatures, paradoxically, have evolved either enormously large eyes, designed to capture every stray photon of light, even the faint bioluminescent glow from miles away, or they have lost their eyes altogether. Those without eyes rely on other extraordinary senses. Their lateral lines, a sensory system common in fish that detects subtle vibrations and pressure changes in the water, are often highly developed, allowing them to feel the movements of prey or predators from afar. Chemoreception, the deep sea equivalent of smell and taste, is also incredibly acute. Imagine a vast, dark room where you can't see anything, but you can detect the faint scent of food or the chemical signature of another creature drifting on the currents, guiding you through the blackness. Their entire bodies become finely tuned antennae, absorbing every subtle cue. And what of the temperature? Far from the sun's warming rays, the deep ocean often hovers just a few degrees above freezing, a perpetual icy grip. To survive this chill, some deep-sea organisms, particularly those living near the poles or in extremely cold waters, have evolved natural anti-freeze proteins in their blood and cells. These remarkable molecules act like tiny internal shields, preventing ice crystals from forming and damaging their tissues, much like the anti-freeze we put in our car engines to protect them from freezing. For many, however, the primary adaptation to the cold is a metabolic one, a slower pace of life. They live in slow motion, conserving energy, growing at a glacial rate, and expending minimal effort in their frigid, sparse world. Their bodily processes are perfectly optimized for this cold, demanding far less energy than their surface counterparts. This brings us to another profound challenge, the scarcity of food. In the deep ocean, far from the photosynthetic engine of the surface, food is a precious commodity. It's like living in a vast desert where only tiny crumbs occasionally drift down from an unseen feast far above. Many deep-sea fish, therefore, have evolved monstrously large mouths and incredibly expandable stomachs. The gulper eel, for instance, can swallow prey far larger than itself, its mouth gaping wide like a net, ready to engulf any chance encounter. This opportunistic feeding strategy ensures that no potential meal, however large or infrequent, is ever missed. Others, like the viperfish, have long, needle-sharp teeth that interlock like a cage, ensuring that once prey is caught, there is no escape. They are perfectly designed to seize and hold on to anything that drifts into their path. Yet, some remarkable oases of life exist where the sun's energy plays no role at all. At hydrothermal vents, cracks in the Earth's crust where superheated mineral-rich water spews forth, and at cold seeps where methane and sulfide-rich fluids leak from the seafloor, entirely different food chains flourish. Here, it is not photosynthesis, but chemosynthesis that powers life. Instead of sunlight, specialized bacteria utilize the chemical energy from compounds like hydrogen sulfide, forming the base of a unique ecosystem. Giant tube worms, blind shrimp, and bizarre mussels thrive in these toxic volcanic environments, not by eating the bacteria directly, but by hosting them in symbiotic relationships within their bodies. These bacteria become internal food factories, providing nourishment to their hosts, allowing life to bloom in conditions that would be lethal to almost any other organism. It's a testament to life's unparalleled ingenuity, finding a way to thrive even when utterly cut off from the sun's warmth and light. So you see, the physiological adaptations of deep-sea life are not merely minor adjustments, they are profound transformations, a rewriting of the very rules of biology. Every cell, every organ, every behavior is meticulously tailored to withstand unimaginable pressures, penetrate absolute darkness, endure frigid cold, and extract sustenance from scarcity. They are living marvels, whispers of life thriving against all odds, a breathtaking testament to the enduring power of evolution. As we marvel at these incredible internal mechanisms, these molecular dances and structural innovations, we begin to appreciate not just how these creatures survive, but the sheer beauty of their existence. Next, let us drift gently from these intricate biological blueprints and consider the captivating ways these specialized bodies manifest in the unique and often astonishing forms we find in the abyssal plane, exploring their bizarre shapes and extraordinary lifestyles. Here, light, the very engine of life we know, simply ceases to be. It's a vast, cold expanse shrouded in a silence so profound it seems to hum with ancient secrets. You might wonder, how could life possibly thrive in such an environment? How could an ecosystem flourish when the sun's golden touch never reaches its depths? This is where the ocean reveals one of its most breathtaking, almost magical solutions: chemosynthesis. Imagine for a moment that instead of sunlight being the fuel for life, it was something entirely different, something invisible yet potent. Chemosynthesis is precisely that: life finding energy in the very chemicals that bubble up from the Earth's hidden heart, transforming them into sustenance. Think of it as Earth's very own internal power grid. Far beneath the tranquil surface, the planet is alive with geological forces. Magma, deep within the Earth's crust, heats the ocean water to astonishing temperatures. This superheated water then percolates through the rocks, dissolving minerals and picking up a rich cocktail of chemicals. Then it bursts forth from vents on the seafloor like geysers erupting into the abyss, creating towering structures that scientists call black smokers or white smokers. Not unlike chimneys, but built from minerals in the deepest ocean. These vents are not just geological marvels. They are pulsating oases, vibrant hotspots in the otherwise barren deep. The water streaming from them is laden with dissolved compounds: hydrogen sulfide, a gas that smells like rotten eggs to us, but is pure gold to certain deep-sea residents; methane, a powerful greenhouse gas on the surface, but a life-giving nutrient here; and even trace amounts of iron and manganese. This is the invisible banquet, the chemical kitchen of the deep. And who are the master chefs, the primary producers in this extraordinary kitchen? Not plants, for there is no light for photosynthesis. No, here, the heroes are microscopic organisms, bacteria and archaea. These tiny ancient forms of life are the silent alchemists of the deep. They don't capture light. They perform an intricate dance with chemicals. They take the hydrogen sulfide, methane, and other compounds from the vent fluids, combine them with oxygen and carbon dioxide from the surrounding seawater, and through a series of complex chemical reactions, they create organic matter, the very building blocks of life, much like plants do with sunlight on land. These chemosynthetic bacteria are the foundation of entire ecosystems. They are the grass of the deep-sea prairies, the invisible plankton of these extraordinary aquatic deserts. They don't just exist, they flourish, forming vast mats that carpet the rocks around the vents, painting the seafloor with hues of orange, white, and rust. And where there is food, there is life. These bacterial mats become a magnet for a host of incredible creatures. Imagine giant tube worms, some growing to over 2 meters in length, swaying gently in the currents, their vibrant red plumes waving like flowers in an alien garden. These are not typical worms. They possess no mouth, no stomach, no digestive tract. Instead, they have forged an ancient, unwavering pact with the chemosynthetic bacteria. Within a specialized organ called the trophosome, billions of these bacteria live, protected and nourished by the worm. The tube worm's red plume acts like a gill, absorbing oxygen, hydrogen sulfide, and carbon dioxide from the water, which it then transports to its internal bacterial guests. In return, the bacteria process these chemicals, creating sugars and other organic compounds that feed the worm directly. It's a perfect partnership, a deep-sea symbiosis that sustains one of the ocean's most iconic residents. But the tube worms are not alone. Clams and mussels, much larger than their shallow water cousins, also host these essential bacteria within their tissues. Their powerful filtration systems draw in nutrient-rich water, providing a constant supply of chemicals for their internal farms. Crabs scuttle over the vent fields, grazing on the bacterial mats or preying on smaller creatures. Blind shrimp swarm in unimaginable numbers, drawn to the warm, chemical-rich waters, their bodies adapted to withstand the extreme temperatures and toxic compounds. These chemosynthetic communities aren't limited to the scorching hot hydrothermal vents. We also find them at cold seeps, areas where methane and hydrogen sulfide slowly bubble up from the seafloor, often from decaying organic matter or ancient hydrocarbon reservoirs. Here, the process is slower, more subdued, but equally vital. Entire communities of mussels, clams, and specialized worms thrive in these methane-rich environments, their internal bacterial symbionts converting the escaping gas into life-sustaining energy. The discovery of chemosynthesis in the late 1970s was a revelation, shattering our long-held belief that all life ultimately depended on the sun. It expanded our understanding of where and how life could exist, not just on Earth, but potentially on other planets and moons in our solar system where liquid water and chemical energy might be found. It showed us that even in the most extreme, seemingly desolate corners of our own world, life finds a way, crafting its own invisible banquets from the very fabric of the planet. And so, as we consider these hidden worlds, powered by the Earth's own inner fire and ingenious chemistry, we begin to appreciate the true depth of life's resilience and adaptability. It's a testament to the endless possibilities that lie beneath the waves, a vibrant tapestry woven with threads of chemical energy and symbiotic relationships. But these chemosynthetic communities are just one facet of the deep's incredible diversity. Next, let's turn our attention to some of the specific creatures that inhabit these profound depths beyond the vents and explore their astonishing adaptations to the pressures and darkness that define their existence. For centuries, scientists believed that life in the deep ocean must be scarce, a mere echo of the vibrant sunlit surface world. How could anything truly thrive where light couldn't penetrate, where temperatures hovered just above freezing, and pressures could crush steel? But the ocean, in its infinite wisdom and boundless mystery, always holds surprises. And few discoveries have been as profound as utterly paradigm-shifting as the revelation of hydrothermal vents and cold seeps, veritable oases of life flourishing in defiance of every expectation, built upon an entirely different foundation than anything we knew before. Imagine, if you will, the very floor of the ocean, a colossal mosaic of tectonic plates, constantly, imperceptibly shifting. Where these immense plates pull apart, or where one dives beneath another, cracks and fissures form like tiny wrinkles on an ancient face. Through these subterranean veins, seawater seeps deep into the Earth's crust. As it descends, it encounters superheated rock, warmed by the molten heart of our planet, magma, a silent furnace beneath the seabed. This seawater, now intensely hot, sometimes reaching temperatures exceeding 400 degrees Celsius, water that doesn't boil due to the immense pressure, begins to pick up a rich cocktail of minerals from the surrounding rock. Iron, sulfur, copper, zinc. A subterranean alchemy takes place. Lighter now, and laden with these dissolved chemicals, this superheated, mineral-rich fluid is forced back up through the cracks, gushing out onto the frigid sea floor like magnificent inverted geysers. These are the hydrothermal vents, often called black smokers or white smokers, depending on the minerals they release. The smoke isn't smoke at all, but rather a plume of incredibly hot, mineral-laden water mixing with the near-freezing ocean. Black smokers owe their name to the dark iron sulfide particles that precipitate out, painting the water in dusky hues. White smokers, by contrast, release lighter minerals like barium, calcium, and silicon, creating ethereal milky clouds. And around these fiery chimneys, life absolutely explodes. Here, in this sunless pressure cooker world, the familiar process of photosynthesis, life powered by sunlight, is impossible. Instead, an entirely different miracle unfolds: chemosynthesis. It is the secret language of life in the deep, a process where certain microbes, often bacteria and archaea, don't use light energy, but chemical energy. They take the hydrogen sulfide, a chemical smelling faintly of rotten eggs to us, but a vital nutrient for them, and oxidize it, transforming it into usable energy. They are the architects of this ecosystem, the primary producers, just as plants are on land. These chemosynthetic microbes form the base of an astonishing food web. They grow in thick mats on the rocks, or, even more remarkably, live symbiotically inside other creatures. Take, for instance, the iconic giant tube worms, Riftia pachyptila. Imagine crimson-tipped pearly white pillars, sometimes growing over 2 meters tall, swaying gently in the dim currents. These magnificent creatures have no mouth, no stomach, no digestive tract. Instead, their bodies contain a specialized organ called a trophosome, packed full of billions of chemosynthetic bacteria. The worm absorbs hydrogen sulfide and oxygen from the water, delivering it to its internal tenants, who then produce organic compounds, feeding their host from within. It is a partnership so profound, so utterly intertwined, it redefines what it means to be alive. And the tube worms are just one chapter in this vibrant story. There are colossal clams and mussels, also housing chemosynthetic bacteria in their gills, filter feeding on the chemical bounty. There are strange, fuzzy yeti crabs with bristles covered in bacteria, perhaps farming them for food. There are Pompeii worms, which can withstand incredible temperature gradients, living with their tails in superheated vent fluid and their heads in cooler water. Vent shrimp, blind and heat-tolerant, swarm around the vents, grazing on microbial mats. It is a bustling metropolis, a vibrant, thriving community, all fueled by the Earth's inner heat and chemical bounty. But the deep ocean holds more than just these fiery, energetic oases. Sometimes the Earth reveals its bounty in a quieter, more subtle way. These are the cold seeps. Unlike hydrothermal vents, which are powered by geothermal heat and tectonic activity, cold seeps are generally formed by fluids that slowly, gently escape from the seafloor. These fluids are often rich in methane, which can originate from decomposing organic matter buried deep in sediments, or from reservoirs of oil and gas. Sometimes these fluids contain hydrogen sulfide, just like the vents, but often at much lower concentrations and temperatures, hence the cold in cold seep. The seeping fluid might also be hypersaline brine, incredibly salty water that pools in depressions, creating underwater lakes where nothing but specialized microbes can survive. Imagine a slow, steady leakage, like a gentle, persistent spring bubbling up from the earth. The chemicals released here, primarily methane and hydrogen sulfide, still provide the necessary ingredients for chemosynthesis, but the pace is different. Where vents are often dynamic, changing, and sometimes short-lived, a few decades, cold seeps tend to be much more stable, sometimes persisting for thousands of years. And life at cold seeps, while sharing the chemosynthetic principle, has its own unique character. You'll find different species of giant tube worms here, often forming dense, ancient-looking thickets. But these are species adapted to the slower, colder seep environment. Enormous clams and mussels, specifically adapted to methane-rich environments, can form vast beds, their shells creating a habitat for countless other small creatures. Microbial mats, shimmering with iridescent colors, often cover large areas, a silent testament to the unseen bacterial communities diligently converting chemicals into life. These environments, whether the explosive geysers of the hydrothermal vents or the gentle murmurs of the cold seeps, fundamentally reshaped our understanding of life itself. They proved that life does not require sunlight. It can find energy in the very chemistry of our planet, tapping into geological processes that have been active for billions of years. They are extraordinary reminders of life's tenacity, its ability to find a way, to flourish against all conceivable odds. From these dark, pressurized depths, a story emerges, a story of adaptability, of interspecies collaboration, and of the incredible, unexpected ways that energy can flow through an ecosystem. As we continue our journey through the deep, contemplating these hidden realms, we'll see more examples of how life finds its niche, even in the most extreme conditions. Perhaps, as we drift a little further, we might encounter some of the unique ways that light can still appear in the darkness. This is the realm of unique deep ocean biodiversity, a testament to life's extraordinary resilience and boundless creativity. Here, life does not dance to the rhythm of the sun. The familiar green ballet of photosynthesis, where plants draw energy from sunlight, is a forgotten memory in these eternal depths. Instead, an entirely different kind of magic unfolds, a process called chemosynthesis. Imagine, if you will, tiny alchemists, microscopic bacteria, turning the very chemicals seeping from the Earth's crust into the fuel for life. They are the silent architects of entire ecosystems, built not on light, but on chemical energy, hydrogen sulfide, methane, and other compounds that would be toxic to most life on our sunlit surface. These chemical furnaces are often found at hydrothermal vents, smoking chimneys on the ocean floor, where superheated mineral-rich water bursts forth from cracks in the Earth's crust. Picture these vents as vibrant, bustling cities in the midst of a vast, dark desert. Around these volcanic openings, life flourishes in abundance, creating oases of unparalleled biodiversity. Some of the most iconic residents of these communities are the giant tube worms, Riftia pachyptila, those crimson-tipped pillars we encountered earlier at the hydrothermal vents, harboring billions of chemosynthetic bacteria within their trophosome in a partnership that whispers tales of coevolution spanning millions of years. Alongside them, you might find the extraordinary Pompeii worm, Alvinella pompeiana, a creature that thrives in temperatures up to 80 degrees Celsius near the very edges of the vents, one of the most heat-tolerant animals known. Vent crabs scuttle across the rocks, grazing on bacterial mats, and deep-sea mussels cluster in dense beds, all part of this incredible chemosynthetic ballet. But hydrothermal vents are not the only secret gardens of the deep. Cold seeps, where hydrocarbons like methane or sulfide-rich brines slowly ooze from the seafloor, create another kind of oasis. Here, vast beds of specialized clams and mussels filter feed on chemosynthetic bacteria, and different species of tube worms, similar in form but distinct in their adaptations, stand tall. These communities, too, are teeming with life, each species exquisitely adapted to its unique chemical environment, a mosaic of isolated evolutionary experiments, each solving the problem of energy in the dark in its own ingenious way. Beyond these specialized hot and cold spots, in the vast water column and across the abyssal plains, life faces other profound challenges, crushing pressure and eternal darkness. How do these creatures withstand such immense forces, sometimes equivalent to several hundred large elephants standing on a single small car? Their bodies hold a secret. Unlike us, they lack air-filled spaces, no lungs, no swim bladders that would implode under the strain. Many are soft-bodied and gelatinous, like living jellies, allowing water to pass through their tissues, equalizing the internal and external pressure. Their very cells contain specialized proteins and osmolyte molecules that help maintain their structure and function under conditions that would unravel life as we know it. In a world without sunlight, light must be made. Bioluminescence is the signature of the deep, a living starlight that adorns nearly 90% of deep-sea creatures. Imagine fleeting emeralds and sapphire flashes, liquid constellations in the black. Some creatures use it as a lure, like the iconic anglerfish, dangling a glowing fishing rod to attract unsuspecting prey to its cavernous mouth. Others use it as a burglar alarm, illuminating an attacker to attract a larger predator. Some create flashing patterns for communication, a silent, flickering language in the dark. Still others emit a blinding flash to momentarily startle a predator, giving them a precious second to escape. Without eyes to see, many deep-sea creatures rely on enhanced senses of smell and touch, with elongated fins and antennae acting as delicate probes scanning the darkness for vibrations or chemical trails. And then there are the creatures themselves, each a marvel of adaptation. Consider the anglerfish once more, a true master of the inky black. Picture a fish that carries its own living lantern, a bioluminescent lure dangling from its head, like a fisherman's bait. In the eternal night, this light becomes an irresistible beacon, drawing unsuspecting prey close enough to be gulped down by a cavernous mouth filled with needle-sharp teeth. But the anglerfish holds another astonishing secret. The male, often tiny, will permanently fuse to the much larger female, becoming a parasitic attachment, sharing her bloodstream, and providing sperm when needed. It's a remarkable adaptation for reproduction in a world where finding a mate is a lottery ticket against vastness. Or the charming Dumbo octopus, Perpetual, named for its ear-like fins that flap gracefully, propelling it through the water like an underwater animation. Its soft, gelatinous body allows it to withstand pressure, and its large, expressive eyes hint at a quiet intelligence. Another wondrous resident is the Yeti crab, Kiwa hirsuta, discovered only in 2005. This fascinating crustacean, with its furry arms covered in silky setae, cultivates gardens of chemosynthetic bacteria on its own body, perhaps for food or to detoxify its environment near vents. Then there's the barrel-eye fish, Macropinna microstoma, with its unique, upward-pointing tubular eyes encased within a transparent, fluid-filled head, allowing it to spot faint silhouettes of prey against the dim light filtering down from above, or the bioluminescence of other deep-sea dwellers. And of course, the legendary giants of the deep, the elusive giant squid, Architeuthis dux, and colossal squid, Mesonecoteuthis hamiltoni, titans that roam the abyssal plains, their massive eyes adapted to gather every last photon of light, their very existence a whispered mystery of the unfathomable ocean. These deep-sea communities are often isolated from each other by vast distances and formidable environmental barriers, leading to incredibly high levels of endemism, meaning many species found here exist nowhere else on Earth. Each vent, each seep, each abyssal trench can be a cradle of unique evolution, a living laboratory where life constantly reinvents itself. Time, too, moves differently here. With scarce resources and extreme conditions, metabolism is often slow, leading to incredibly long lifespans for many deep-sea creatures, from ancient corals to certain sharks, whispering tales of patience and enduring existence. As we gently contemplate these astonishing realms, where the very definition of life is stretched and reshaped, we realize how much remains unknown, how many more secrets the deep ocean still holds within its vast, dark embrace. With every expedition, new forms of life, new adaptations, and new ecosystems are brought into the light, reminding us that the story of life is far richer and more imaginative than we could ever conceive. We are merely at the beginning of understanding this magnificent hidden biodiversity. As our journey through these mysterious waters continues, let us turn our thoughts to the incredible adaptations that allow these creatures to thrive in conditions we would find impossible, and how they navigate their silent, starlit world. These are the silent architects, the powerful sculptors that have chiseled every curve and adapted every living thing in the deep. Tonight, Let's explore these hidden powers, the crushing embrace of pressure, the velvet cloak of eternal darkness, and the profound, consistent chill of temperature. Imagine for a moment, resting gently on your hand, a single feather. That's akin to the subtle, comforting weight of our atmosphere at sea level, pushing down with about 14.7 pounds per square inch, or 1 atmosphere of pressure. It's barely noticeable, a soft, constant presence. Now, consider a single drop of water so light it almost floats. But what if you stack those tiny drops, one upon another, layer after shimmering layer, for thousands and thousands of feet? The individual lightness disappears, replaced by an astonishing, monumental weight. Every 10 meters you descend beneath the ocean's surface, the pressure increases by the equivalent of another full atmosphere. That's like adding another feather to your palm, then another, then a book, then a stack of books growing heavier and heavier with every fathom. Go down just a few hundred feet, and the pressure is already immense, enough to flatten many familiar objects. But descend deeper, much deeper, to the very bottom of the ocean's deepest trenches, places like the Mariana Trench, where the ocean floor lies nearly 7 miles below the surface, and the numbers become truly staggering. There, the pressure can exceed 16,000 pounds per square inch, or over 1,100 atmospheres. To put that into a gentle image for our sleepy minds, imagine being hugged by a force so incredibly immense it feels like the weight of 1,000 elephants, all pressing in on you from every direction, all at once, squeezing, compacting, compressing. Yet life doesn't just survive here, it thrives. How? Deep-sea creatures have evolved incredible, almost magical ways to embrace this profound squeeze. Their bodies are often soft, gelatinous, and highly filled with water. Unlike us, they lack the large air-filled spaces like lungs or swim bladders that would simply collapse under such tremendous force. Think of a water balloon. It's mostly water, and water, under normal circumstances, is virtually incompressible. So, for a creature whose body is largely water, the pressure inside their cells can match the pressure outside. They don't get squashed. They simply become a harmonious part of the highly compressed environment. Their very architecture is designed to yield and flow with the monumental embrace of the deep, rather than resist it. Some of these remarkable beings even produce special organic compounds like trimethylamine N-oxide, or TMAO, within their cells. These compounds act like tiny internal shields, protecting their delicate proteins and enzymes from being denatured or damaged by the intense pressure. It's like having an invisible internal scaffolding, a molecular force field that keeps everything just so, even when the entire world outside is pushing in with unimaginable might. They are, in essence, literally built to be part of the deep, living embodiments of resilience and profound adaptation. As we continue our imaginary descent, another profound change washes over us. Or rather, the light washes away. The sun's warm, golden rays, which dance and shimmer upon the surface, can only penetrate so far. Down to about 200 meters, we have the photic zone, where enough light exists for microscopic plants to photosynthesize, forming the base of the ocean's food web. This is where most familiar ocean life, from playful dolphins to colorful coral reefs, makes its home. Below that, we enter the twilight zone, or mesopelagic layer, stretching down to about 1,000 meters. Here, the light dims to a perpetual dusk, a faint silvery glow that never truly fades, but never truly brightens either. Shapes become mere silhouettes, and vibrant colors begin to vanish, absorbed by the vastness of the water column, leaving a world of blues and grays, until even those fade. But beyond 1,000 meters, a true eternal night descends. This is the midnight zone, or bathypelagic layer. And it is a realm of absolute, unwavering blackness. No sunlight, not even a whisper of a ray, has ever reached here. Imagine being in the deepest, coziest bed, with the thickest, darkest blankets pulled right up to your chin, and not a single crack of light anywhere. That's the darkness of the deep ocean, a constant, profound night that has reigned for eons. Yet, even in this profound, absolute night, there is light. It is a light made by the creatures themselves, a truly magical phenomenon called bioluminescence. Like tiny living stars or fleeting fireflies of the deep, these deep-sea residents create their own glow through intricate chemical reactions within their bodies. It's not just for show. This light is vital for survival. Some fish have luminous lures, like a tiny glowing fishing lamp dangling from their heads to attract curious prey in the darkness. Others emit sudden, startling flashes of light to momentarily blind or confuse predators, or to communicate with potential mates across the vast emptiness. There are even entire fields of glowing bacteria that carpet the seafloor near certain geological features, painting the rocks with an eerie, otherworldly luminescence. For some, like the famous anglerfish, a single glowing lure is their entire world. For others, countless tiny light organs on their undersides create counter-illumination, matching the faint light from above to become invisible to predators looking up. Their eyes, if they possess them, are often gigantic and incredibly sensitive in the twilight zone, designed to capture the faintest flicker of bioluminescence. Or for those living in the deepest, most utterly lightless zones, eyes may have shrunk to tiny remnants or disappeared altogether. In their place, other senses are heightened to an extraordinary degree. Senses of touch, smell, and vibration become paramount, allowing them to navigate their pitch-black world with uncanny precision. They perceive the world not through sight, but through a rich symphony of other senses. Each note, a ripple, a scent, or a subtle chemical hint. And as for temperature, it holds its own secrets in the deep. On the surface, ocean waters can be delightfully warm near the equator, or bracingly cold near the poles, changing with the seasons. But as you sink past about 1,000 meters, a remarkable stability settles in. The temperature becomes astonishingly consistent, settling into a permanent chill. Most of the deep ocean hovers just a few degrees above freezing, typically between 2 and 4 degrees Celsius, 35 to 39 degrees Fahrenheit. Imagine a constantly cold, unheated cellar, vast beyond imagining, where the passing of summer and winter makes no difference whatsoever. The sheer volume and depth of water mean that the sun's warmth simply cannot penetrate, and even the warmest surface temperatures have little effect on the profound abyss below. This consistent, enduring cold means that deep-sea creatures often live at a much slower pace. Their metabolisms are sluggish, their movements deliberate, conserving every precious calorie in an environment where food is scarce and energy is a luxury. Their bodies are exquisitely adapted for this enduring chill. Special enzymes work efficiently at low temperatures, and some fish even produce natural antifreeze proteins to prevent their cells from freezing solid, a biological marvel protecting them from the cold's relentless grasp. But even in this frigid constancy, there are pockets of astonishing warmth, vibrant oases against the cold. Far below, where Earth's tectonic plates meet and separate, the planet's molten heart sometimes breaches the sea floor. These are the hydrothermal vents, spewing superheated, mineral-rich water from volcanic cracks. Imagine geysers erupting, not with cold water, but with liquid so incredibly hot it could instantly boil and turn to steam at surface pressure, sometimes reaching over 400 degrees Celsius, 750 degrees Fahrenheit. Yet, the immense pressure of the deep prevents it from boiling, keeping it in a liquid superheated state, a shimmering plume of heat. Around these vents, life flourishes in vibrant, improbable oases, completely independent of the sun's energy. Here, creatures thrive in gradients of extreme heat, from giant tube worms without mouths or guts, to strange pale shrimp and crabs, all fueled by chemosynthesis, a process where they turn the chemicals from the vents into energy, instead of relying on sunlight like most life on Earth. It's a profound testament to life's adaptability, finding warmth and sustenance in the most unexpected, extreme corners of this icy realm. So, we felt the profound squeeze of pressure, experienced the velvet embrace of eternal darkness, and shivered in the constant chill, warmed only by the Earth's hidden fires. These hidden forces sculpt the very architecture of deep-sea life, determining not just how they look, but how they navigate their world, how they protect themselves, and crucially, how they find something to eat in a world so vast and seemingly empty. Tomorrow night, as the stars twinkle softly above us, we'll explore the ingenious ways these creatures hunt and gather, turning scarcity into survival and transforming the unseen into sustenance. Until then, rest sweetly. As we drift deeper into the ocean of our thoughts tonight, let's cast our minds back to a time when the abyssal plains and trenches were not just unknown, but almost unimaginable. For centuries, the deep ocean remained a realm of terrifying myths and scientific speculation, a vast dark canvas upon which humanity projected its greatest fears and most fantastical imaginings. It was a world hidden beneath a shimmering surface, a liquid darkness guarding secrets beyond our wildest dreams. For a long time, an idea known as the azoic theory held sway, proposed by the respected naturalist Edward Forbes in the mid-19th century. He suggested that below a depth of about 550 meters, or roughly 1,800 feet, no life could possibly exist. The crushing pressure, the eternal darkness, the biting cold, surely nothing could survive such extreme conditions. It was a comforting thought in its simplicity, even if it limited our understanding of the planet. But the ocean, as always, held surprises. Our true journey into the deep began in earnest with a monumental undertaking, a scientific odyssey that forever changed our perception of the Earth. Imagine a three-masted, square-rigged corvette, equipped not for battle, but for discovery. This was HMS Challenger, a vessel that embarked on a pioneering expedition from 1872 to 1876. For over 3.5 years, the Challenger traversed nearly 70,000 nautical miles across the world's oceans, systematically measuring depths, collecting samples of seawater and sediments, and most importantly, dredging for life in the abyssal depths. It was the first dedicated global oceanographic expedition, an undertaking of unprecedented scale and ambition. With each laborious haul of their dredges and trawls, from depths previously thought barren, the scientists aboard the Challenger pulled up a dazzling array of life forms: strange, luminous fish, delicate corals, bizarre crustaceans, and entirely new species that defied classification. They discovered more than 4,700 new species during their journey, utterly shattering the azoic theory and unveiling a vibrant, thriving ecosystem beneath the waves. Their findings laid the bedrock for modern oceanography, proving that life teemed in the deep, adapting in ways we were only just beginning to comprehend. The Challenger didn't just explore the ocean, it opened humanity's eyes to an entirely new world. Yet, for all their discoveries, the scientists of the Challenger could only bring the deep to the surface. To truly see it, to witness these strange creatures in their natural habitat, required a different kind of bravery and a new leap in technology. And so, in the 1930s, the dream of direct human observation began to take shape with the invention of the bathysphere. Picture a sturdy, hollow steel sphere, just strong enough to withstand the immense pressures of the deep, equipped with small, thick quartz windows. This was the brainchild of American naturalist William Beebe and engineer Otis Barton. In this tiny, cramped sphere, suspended by a steel cable from a tender ship, Beebe and Barton made history. They descended slowly, cautiously, into the sunless waters off Bermuda. Their deepest dive in 1934 took them to an astonishing 3,028 feet, or 923 meters. It was a perilous journey into the unknown, with the creaking and groaning of the sphere a constant reminder of the immense forces pressing in on them. But through their tiny windows, illuminated by external lights, they observed living fish and other organisms swimming freely at depths no human eye had ever directly seen before. They described creatures with bioluminescent lights, flashing and swirling like distant galaxies, providing invaluable insights into deep-sea biology. It was a profound psychological shift. The deep was no longer just a place from which samples were retrieved, but a place that could be visited. Building on this pioneering spirit, a new, more ambitious vessel emerged, the bathyscaphe. Unlike the tethered bathysphere, the bathyscaphe was a self-propelled, free-diving submersible, essentially an underwater blimp filled with lighter-than-water gasoline for buoyancy, with a heavy steel sphere for the occupants suspended beneath. It was conceived by Swiss physicist Auguste Piccard. His son, Jacques Piccard, alongside U.S. Navy Lieutenant Don Walsh, would achieve what was once thought impossible. On January 23, 1960, the bathyscaphe, Trieste, began its legendary descent into the Challenger Deep. the deepest known point in Earth's oceans, located within the Mariana Trench in the western Pacific. For nearly 5 hours, the Trieste sank through the inky blackness, past depths where sunlight could never reach, past the range of most known life, into a realm of truly unimaginable pressure. Finally, after traveling for almost 36,000 feet, or an astounding 10,916 meters, they touched down on the seafloor. Imagine the feeling. Reaching a place deeper than Mount Everest is tall, a place that very few have ever visited even to this day. And there, through the Trieste's single viewport, they observed a flatfish-like creature moving on the bottom, once again proving that life, in some form, existed even in the most extreme conditions on our planet. It was a monumental achievement, a testament to human ingenuity and perseverance. The success of the Trieste paved the way for the development of even more versatile and robust submersibles. One of the most famous is the American Deep Submergence Vehicle, ALVIN. Commissioned in 1964, ALVIN became the workhorse of deep-sea research, a submersible that has conducted thousands of dives and made countless discoveries. It was ALVIN that in 1977 made one of the most transformative discoveries in oceanography: hydrothermal vents. These searing hot mineral-rich chimneys on the seafloor supported entirely new ecosystems, teeming with life that thrived not on sunlight but on chemical energy, a concept known as chemosynthesis. This revelation fundamentally changed our understanding of where and how life could exist, not just on Earth, but perhaps on other celestial bodies. ALVIN also played a crucial role in exploring the wreck of the Titanic and has continued to be upgraded and used for cutting-edge research to this day, a testament to its enduring design and the commitment to exploring the deep. However, the future of deep-sea exploration wasn't just in human-occupied submersibles. The late 20th and early 21st centuries saw the rise of robotic explorers, remotely operated vehicles, or ROVs, and autonomous underwater vehicles, AUVs. These uncrewed submersibles, controlled from ships on the surface or programmed to follow predetermined paths, offered incredible advantages. They could stay down for longer, explore more dangerous environments, and withstand pressures that would crush any human-occupied vehicle. ROVs like Jason and Medea have provided us with stunning, high-definition video footage of creatures and landscapes far below the surface, acting as our eyes and hands in the abyss. In 2009, an AUV called Nereus once again revisited the Challenger Deep, gathering scientific data and imagery, pushing the boundaries of what these robotic explorers could achieve. And in recent years, private expeditions like the Five Deeps expedition, led by explorer Victor Vescovo, have utilized advanced human-occupied submersibles to systematically explore the deepest points in all 5 of the world's oceans, bringing new data and stunning imagery to light. From the ambitious dredging of the Challenger, to the perilous descents of the bathysphere and Trieste, and to the tireless work of ALVIN and our sophisticated robotic emissaries, the history of deep ocean exploration is a chronicle of courage, innovation, and an insatiable curiosity about the unknown. Each dive, each sample, each observation has peeled back another layer of the deep's mysteries, revealing a world far more complex and vibrant than anyone could have imagined. And yet, for all our discoveries, more than 80% of the deep ocean remains unexplored, a testament to its vastness and the challenges it presents. We have only just begun to truly understand the pulse of this hidden realm. Go on. These incredible journeys into the deep have shown us not just what lies beneath, but also the remarkable adaptations life has made to survive in such extreme conditions. And as we consider these creatures, perfectly suited to their dark, cold, high-pressure world, we begin to appreciate the sheer ingenuity of nature itself, which is what we'll turn our thoughts to next. We've journeyed together through canyons of silence, soared over abyssal plains, and peered into the fiery heart of hydrothermal vents, uncovering the mesmerizing tapestry of life that thrives in the ocean's profound depths. We've marveled at creatures of impossible beauty and adaptations born of an ancient, unchanging world. But even in these hushed, remote realms, far from the sun's embrace, the ripple of our human world is felt. It's a gentle whisper at first, then a growing hum, a presence that, however inadvertently, shapes the destiny of these deep-sea dreamscapes. Imagine, if you will, the ocean as a vast, ancient library, its deepest shelves holding the most rare and precious volumes of life. Now, picture an unwelcome guest, not an animal or a current, but something unnatural, something out of place. This is where our story turns to the human touch, specifically, the silent, pervasive invasion of pollution. Each year, millions of tons of plastic, a material designed for endless utility in our lives, finds its way into the ocean. It drifts, it floats, and eventually, much of it sinks, descending slowly like a strange, persistent snow through the water column until it settles on the seabed, even in the deepest trenches. Researchers using remotely operated vehicles and submersibles have discovered plastic bags, bottles, fishing gear, and microplastics, tiny fragments of plastic smaller than a grain of rice, in the most isolated corners of our planet. These are not just visible intruders, they are everywhere. The Mariana Trench, the deepest known point on Earth, a place so remote it feels almost otherworldly, holds the ignominious distinction of also being a significant sink for plastic debris. It's like finding litter in the most sacred, untouched temple. Deep-sea amphipods, tiny crustaceans resembling miniature shrimp, have been found with plastic fibers in their digestive systems. They mistake these shiny, synthetic strands for food, a phantom nourishment that offers no sustenance, only blockage and potential harm. Imagine the confusion, the silent suffering of an organism whose world is suddenly filled with inedible shadows. Beyond these tangible plastics, there are invisible pollutants. Chemicals like PCBs, polychlorinated biphenyls, and DDTs, dichloro-diphenyl-trichloroethane, industrial compounds banned decades ago due to their toxicity, persist in the environment. Carried by currents and sinking with particulate matter, they accumulate in deep-sea sediments and enter the food chain. As smaller organisms ingest contaminated particles and are then eaten by larger ones, these toxins bioaccumulate, becoming more concentrated at higher trophic levels. It's a slow, insidious poison, affecting the health, reproduction, and very survival of creatures we are only just beginning to understand. From the smallest bacteria to the most magnificent deep-sea fish, the legacy of our industrial past casts a long shadow. Then there's noise. The ocean, which we often perceive as a silent world, is in fact a symphony of sounds, clicks, whistles, rumbling, and chirps, by which its inhabitants navigate, hunt, and communicate. However, human activities such as shipping, oil and gas exploration with their seismic air guns, and military sonar introduce a cacophony of unnatural sounds. This noise pollution travels vast distances through water, interfering with the delicate acoustic landscape of the deep ocean. Imagine trying to find your way or communicate with your family in a sudden, overwhelming din. For creatures like deep-sea whales, whose songs can travel for thousands of miles, or the delicate bioluminescent flashes of cephalopods, whose interactions are sensitive to their environment, this constant human hum can be disorienting, disruptive, and deeply stressful, forcing them to alter migration patterns, foraging behaviors, and even breeding success. But the story of human impact doesn't end with pollutants. It deepens into an even more profound alteration of the very chemistry and temperature of the ocean. Climate change. The ocean, a giant, benevolent sponge, has absorbed a tremendous amount of the excess heat and carbon dioxide we've released into the atmosphere. This absorption has, for a time, buffered our planet from even more dramatic changes, but it comes at a cost to the ocean itself. First, ocean warming. While the deep ocean warms more slowly than the surface, it is warming. This subtle shift in temperature, even by fractions of a degree over decades, can have profound effects on the metabolic rates of cold-blooded deep-sea organisms. Their lives are often exquisitely tuned to stable, frigid temperatures. A slight increase can alter their growth, reproduction, and even the availability of oxygen, as warmer water holds less dissolved gas. Imagine a creature whose entire existence is a slow, methodical dance, suddenly finding its rhythm disrupted by an imperceptible fever, a change in the very fabric of its liquid world. More concerning still is ocean acidification. When the ocean absorbs carbon dioxide, CO2, from the atmosphere, a chemical reaction occurs, forming carbonic acid. This process lowers the pH of the seawater, making it more acidic. Think of it like adding a touch of vinegar to a vast, delicate chemical solution. This change in pH has a particularly devastating effect on organisms that build shells or skeletons out of calcium carbonate, such as deep-sea corals, some mollusks, and certain plankton species that form the base of the deep-sea food web. As the water becomes more acidic, it becomes harder for these creatures to extract the necessary building blocks, and existing structures can even begin to dissolve. Deep-sea corals, which create magnificent ancient reefs providing habitat for countless species, are particularly vulnerable. These slow-growing, fragile architects of the abyss face an existential threat as their very foundations begin to crumble silently, unseen, and intertwined with warming and acidification is deoxygenation, the expansion of oxygen minimum zones, OMZs. As ocean waters warm, their capacity to hold dissolved oxygen decreases. Additionally, changes in ocean circulation and increased nutrient runoff from land, leading to more decomposing organic matter, consume even more oxygen in deeper waters. These OMZs are vast areas where oxygen levels are so low that most marine life cannot survive. They are like suffocating blankets slowly spreading across the ocean's interior. For deep-sea creatures, already adapted to low oxygen environments, this further reduction can mean habitat compression, forcing them into smaller, more crowded spaces, or even leading to local extinctions where the OMZs become too intense. Imagine trying to breathe in a room where the air slowly thins, leaving you gasping for life. These impacts, pollution and climate change, do not act in isolation. They are intertwined, a complex web of challenges that stretch from the sunlit surface to the eternal twilight of the trenches. Plastic pollution can carry chemical toxins, concentrating them in an organism. Warming and acidification can weaken the immune systems of creatures already stressed by noise. The delicate balance of deep-sea ecosystems, painstakingly evolved over millennia, is being disrupted on a scale and at a speed unprecedented in geological history. The silent, slow motion of the deep ocean, which once offered stability and refuge, now makes it a susceptible recipient of our changes, its ecosystems too slow to adapt to such rapid shifts. As we absorb these reflections, we acknowledge the profound connection between our lives on the surface and the hidden worlds beneath the waves. The deep ocean, once considered immune to our reach, now quietly bears the marks of our presence, a testament to the interconnectedness of all life on Earth. With these thoughts, we prepare to gently ascend, carrying a deeper understanding of the ocean's vulnerability, and perhaps a quiet resolve for its future, as we drift towards considering what possibilities, what hopes might emerge from this awareness. But even in these remote, seemingly untouched realms, the whispers of human impact begin to echo. Tonight, let us gently explore some of the unique challenges faced by this extraordinary deep ocean, challenges that ask us to consider our role as guardians of Earth's most hidden treasures. Imagine, if you will, the deep ocean as an ancient, sprawling library, its shelves laden with untold stories of evolution. Now, picture a colossal, indiscriminate net, sometimes miles wide, dragged across the sea floor, a practice known as bottom trawling. This is not a gentle brush. It's more akin to a giant bulldozer scraping across the library floor, indiscriminately tearing through priceless manuscripts and overturning delicate structures. For creatures like slow-growing deep-sea corals, which can live for hundreds or even thousands of years, forming intricate habitats for countless other species, such an event can be catastrophic. These corals are often caught as bycatch in fisheries aiming for deep-sea fish like orange ruffy or grenadiers. The very nature of deep-sea life, often slow to grow, late to mature, and producing few offspring, means that populations recover incredibly slowly, if at all, from such disturbances. A habitat that took millennia to form can be destroyed in mere moments, leaving behind a scarred, barren landscape. The deep ocean, with its stable, cold temperatures, fosters life that conserves energy and reproduces cautiously, making them profoundly vulnerable to rapid exploitation. Then, there's a challenge of a different kind, one that invisibly permeates the very water that cradles these organisms. Climate change. We often think of global warming affecting surface waters, but its reach extends to the abyss. The ocean acts as a vast sponge, absorbing a significant portion of the excess carbon dioxide we release into the atmosphere. While this helps mitigate atmospheric warming, it comes at a cost to the ocean itself. This absorption leads to ocean acidification, where the pH of seawater decreases, making it more acidic. For deep-sea creatures, many of which build their shells, skeletons, and protective structures from calcium carbonate. Think of delicate deep-sea corals or tiny pteropods, often called sea butterflies. This change is akin to osteoporosis. Their ability to form and maintain these vital structures is severely compromised. Imagine trying to build a house with dissolving bricks. The consequences for entire food webs, from the microscopic to the majestic, are profound and far-reaching, threatening the very foundations of deep-sea ecosystems. Beyond acidification, the deep ocean also experiences ocean warming and deoxygenation. Even subtle increases in temperature can stress species adapted to consistently frigid waters. More critically, as surface waters warm, they hold less dissolved oxygen, and the stratification of the ocean intensifies, meaning less oxygen-rich water can mix down into the depths. This leads to an expansion of Bosch oxygen minimum zones, OMZs. Vast areas where oxygen levels are too low to support most complex life. For deep-sea animals that cannot simply migrate, these expanding dead zones present an existential threat, shrinking their available habitat. Imagine your home slowly losing all its breathable air. That's the silent, invisible squeeze of deoxygenation. And what of the invisible threads we inadvertently weave into this pristine environment? Pollution reaches the deepest trenches. We hear of plastic islands in the surface gyres, but plastics, particularly microplastics and nanoplastics, embark on a slow, inexorable journey downward, carried by currents, sinking with marine snow, or ingested by animals that eventually descend. These tiny fragments are found in the guts of deep-sea organisms, from tiny amphipods to colossal whales. They act like Trojan horses, carrying toxic chemicals absorbed from the surrounding water, or simply blocking digestive systems. Beyond plastics, chemical pollutants, persistent organic pollutants, POPs, and heavy metals also find their way into the deep, bioaccumulating up the food chain, silently poisoning creatures that have never seen the surface. Nevin's sound, often considered ephemeral, becomes a form of pollution in the deep. Noise pollution. From seismic surveys used for oil and gas exploration, to military sonar, to the incessant hum of shipping traffic, can disrupt the highly sensitive sensory worlds of deep-sea animals. Whales and dolphins, for instance, rely on sound for communication, navigation, and hunting in the lightless depths. A sudden, loud blast can disorient, scare, or even injure these magnificent creatures, severing their connection to their vital sonic landscape. Perhaps one of the most pressing looming challenges is the prospect of deep-sea mining. As terrestrial resources dwindle and demand for minerals like cobalt, copper, nickel, and manganese grows, attention turns to the seafloor, rich in polymetallic nodules, cobalt-rich crusts, and polymetallic sulfides found around hydrothermal vents. Picture machines descending into these ancient, slow-growing ecosystems, harvesting minerals. This isn't just a matter of removing rocks, it's a fundamental disruption of habitats that have developed over millions of years. Imagine a vibrant, unique garden being excavated for its underlying soil. The plume of sediment stirred up by mining operations could smother vast areas, impacting filter feeders and organisms that rely on clear water. The noise and light pollution from these operations would add another layer of disturbance. Given the extremely slow growth rates of deep-sea organisms, recovery from such large-scale habitat destruction could take centuries, millennia, or might simply never happen, leading to irreversible loss of biodiversity and unique evolutionary lineages. A significant part of the challenge lies in our own limited understanding. The deep ocean is vast, covering over 60% of the Earth's surface and representing the largest biome on our planet, yet it remains largely unexplored. We have better maps of Mars than we do of our own seafloor. This lack of knowledge creates a difficult situation for conservation. How do we protect what we don't fully understand? The sheer scale, the immense pressures, and the incredible cost of deep-sea research mean that many species remain undiscovered, many ecosystems unmapped. This out-of-sight, out-of-mind mentality makes it harder to advocate for stringent protection when the public can't visualize what is at stake. Finally, there's the complex web of governance and regulation. Much of the deep ocean, particularly the international seabed beyond national jurisdictions, often called the area, falls under the purview of international law. The International Seabed Authority, ISA, is mandated to regulate mineral-related activities in the area, ensuring the protection of the marine environment. However, creating and enforcing regulations for an environment so remote and poorly understood, involving multiple nations with differing interests, is an immense undertaking. Jurisdictional gaps, enforcement challenges, and the balancing act between resource exploitation and environmental protection create a delicate tightrope walk. Protecting these global commons requires unprecedented levels of international cooperation and a shared vision for stewardship. The deep ocean, this fragile realm of perpetual night, is not just a distant alien world. It is an integral part of our planet's life support system, playing a critical role in nutrient cycling, carbon sequestration, and global biodiversity. Its inhabitants, with their extraordinary adaptations, remind us of life's boundless creativity. Yet, they face threats that challenge their very existence, threats that originate far above their tranquil depths. As we ponder these intricate challenges, let us carry forward a sense of wonder, tempered with responsibility. For in understanding these vulnerabilities, we begin to light the path towards preservation. Tomorrow we will turn our attention to the beacons of hope, exploring the incredible efforts underway to protect and understand this magnificent, mysterious deep. But for now, let these thoughts drift gently, like motes of marine snow, settling into a peaceful slumber. We've spoken of the incredible pressures, the profound darkness, the unique chemistries that define these abyssal worlds. But what if these very extremes, these challenging conditions, aren't just barriers to life, but powerful crucibles, shaping life into forms that hold secrets we desperately seek? This brings us to a fascinating frontier known as bioprospecting. Picture the deep ocean not just as a vast, unexplored landscape, but as an immense, ancient library filled with countless volumes of genetic information, each page whispering tales of survival and ingenious adaptation. Every tiny organism, every microbe clinging to a hydrothermal vent, every fish navigating the crushing depths, holds within its very cells a blueprint, a unique biochemical recipe forged over eons in isolation. Now, our human journey, in many ways, has always been about understanding and harnessing the natural world around us. From the earliest medicines derived from plants to the revolutionary insights gleaned from terrestrial microbes, nature has been our greatest teacher. Now, we turn our gaze to the deep sea, recognizing that its inhabitants have developed extraordinary solutions to life's most fundamental challenges. Imagine tiny molecular artisans, designing proteins and enzymes that function perfectly under conditions that would instantly destroy terrestrial equivalents. These are the gifts we hope to uncover. Think for a moment about the urgent need for new medicines. The world faces a rising tide of antibiotic resistance, a silent war where our traditional defenses are losing their power. What if a bacterium living nestled within a cold seep, or a fungus thriving in the sediments of an abyssal plain, has evolved a unique chemical compound to ward off its microscopic competitors? A compound unlike anything ever seen on land, one that could become the next generation of antibiotics, offering hope against currently untreatable infections. Scientists are actively searching for these novel, bioactive compounds, screening extracts from deep-sea microbes for potential anti-cancer properties, anti-inflammatory effects, or even new ways to combat viruses. Each discovery is like finding a new key in an ancient lock, potentially unlocking pathways to health and healing we can only dream of. Beyond medicine, the deep ocean holds immense promise for industry. Consider enzymes, the tireless molecular workers that catalyze virtually all biological processes. Terrestrial enzymes often have very specific temperature and pressure requirements, but deep-sea enzymes are different. Imagine enzymes that can function perfectly in extreme cold, which could revolutionize industrial processes by reducing energy consumption, perhaps in detergents that clean clothes effectively in cold water, or enzymes that are incredibly tolerant to high pressures, making them invaluable for biotechnological applications that demand robust, stable catalysts. These extremozymes from creatures like Pyrococcus furiosus, found near hydrothermal vents whose enzymes can withstand searing heat, are already hinting at the incredible potential. They offer us the chance to make manufacturing cleaner, more efficient, and more sustainable. We're also looking for inspiration for new biomaterials. How do deep-sea sponges build intricate, incredibly strong skeletal structures from silica in cold, dark waters? How do some creatures survive immense pressure without their cells collapsing? Understanding these biological engineering marvels could lead to the creation of revolutionary new materials, perhaps self-healing plastics, incredibly strong lightweight alloys, or innovative solutions for wastewater treatment, inspired by deep-sea microbial communities that thrive on unusual chemistries. The journey to unlock these secrets, however, is not without its own quiet challenges. To explore these depths, we rely on sophisticated technology. the intrepid remotely operated vehicles, ROVs, and autonomous underwater vehicles, AUVs, equipped with specialized sampling tools and sensors. These robotic emissaries descend into the crushing darkness, carefully collecting samples, a scoop of sediment, a fragment of a sponge, a small vial of water, each a precious cargo brought back to the surface. Once aboard research vessels or in specialized laboratories on land, the real detective work begins. Scientists use advanced techniques like metagenomics, which involves extracting and analyzing all the DNA directly from an environmental sample, revealing the genetic potential of entire microbial communities without needing to grow them in a lab, a notoriously difficult task for many deep-sea organisms. Yet the sheer vastness of the deep ocean, the high costs of exploration, and the difficulties in replicating deep-sea conditions in a laboratory all present significant hurdles. Furthermore, as we delve into this treasure trove, ethical considerations become paramount. Who owns these genetic resources? How can we ensure that the benefits of any discoveries are shared equitably and that these fragile, unique ecosystems are protected from harm? These are questions that will guide our future research frontiers of bioprospecting. The future is bright with potential, fueled by innovation. Imagine future ROVs and AUVs even more sophisticated and intelligent, capable of not just sampling, but performing initial analyses on the seafloor itself, sending back real-time data to researchers on the surface. We're on the cusp of combining genomics with synthetic biology, meaning that once a promising gene or compound is identified from a deep-sea organism, we might be able to teach a common, easy-to-grow microbe, like E. coli, in a laboratory to produce that valuable compound, minimizing the need to repeatedly disturb the deep-sea environment. Artificial intelligence will undoubtedly play a crucial role sifting through mountains of genetic data to identify patterns and promising leads that human eyes might miss. Our understanding of deep-sea life is still in its infancy, and this quest for knowledge, for new solutions from the ancient darkness, is one of the most exciting voyages humanity has ever undertaken. It's a testament to the power of life itself to adapt and thrive, and a gentle reminder that some of the greatest wonders and perhaps our most vital cures lie patiently awaiting discovery in the quiet, unfathomable depths. And so, as the day's gentle light begins to fade, we draw our quiet journey through the profound, unseen world of the deep ocean to a close. We have ventured together into realms where human footsteps have seldom, if ever, trod, where the sun's warm kiss is but a distant, forgotten memory, and where the weight of the world rests as a silent, constant presence. Think back, if you will, to the incredible silence we encountered. A silence so vast, so ancient, that it hums with a quiet energy all its own. In that boundless darkness, far beneath the familiar waves, we discovered that life does not merely cling to existence, but flourishes in ways we might never have imagined. It does so with a resilience, a creativity, and a quiet determination that truly humbles the heart. We spoke of creatures bathed in their own soft internal light, tiny beacons in the infinite night, each shimmer a whispered conversation, each glow a testament to life's ingenious solutions. These were not the vibrant, bustling colors of the sunlit shallows, but rather the subtle, shimmering hues of bioluminescence, a living starlight born of the deep. They remind us that even in the most profound darkness, there can be an exquisite self-made beauty, a gentle illumination that guides and sustains. We considered the immense pressure, a force that might seem crushing to us, but for the inhabitants of these depths, it is simply home. It sculpts them, it shapes their very being, creating forms and functions perfectly attuned to their singular environment. This incredible adaptation speaks to a fundamental truth, that life, in all its wondrous forms, finds a way, not through struggle alone, but through elegant, patient evolution, folding itself perfectly into the embrace of its surroundings. There is a deep, reassuring wisdom in this, a reminder that even the most challenging conditions can foster unique and beautiful expressions of life. Now our journey has been one of quiet observation, of gentle reflection on the interconnectedness that exists even in such isolated realms. The deep ocean in its vastness is not empty. It is a tapestry woven with invisible threads where every creature, no matter how small or how seemingly solitary, plays a vital role in the delicate balance of its world. There is a quiet harmony in these depths, a dance of predator and prey, of recycler and giver, all unfolding in a slow, deliberate rhythm that has endured for eons. As we ascend ever so gently from those profound depths, leaving behind the mysterious vents, the silent canyons, and the creatures that call them home, let us carry with us a sense of wonder. Not just wonder at the extraordinary life we've glimpsed, but wonder at the sheer, boundless possibility of life itself. The deep ocean teaches us about humility, about patience, and about the endless mysteries that still await our gentle discovery, both in the natural world and within the quiet chambers of our own minds. It reminds us that there is so much more to know, so much more to feel beyond the surface of our everyday lives. Like the deep ocean, there are often unseen currents and quiet forces shaping our world, silent processes that unfold with profound meaning. And like the deep-sea creatures, we too possess an innate resilience, a capacity for adaptation, and a spark of internal light that can guide us through our own moments of darkness. Now, as you settle deeper into your soft bed, let the gentle images of our deep-sea journey drift like quiet currents through your thoughts. Imagine the serene stillness, the slow, graceful movements of creatures born of silence and shadow, their bioluminescent whispers fading like distant stars. May the profound peace of the deep ocean, its ancient wisdom and its enduring calm gently settle upon you. There is a quiet strength in those depths, a soft reassurance that even in the greatest unknowns, there is always life, always adaptation, always a beautiful, unique path. Let this sense of tranquil wonder be your companion as you close your eyes. For the journey does not truly end here. It simply transforms, flowing now into the peaceful rivers of your dreams. In the soft slumber that awaits, your imagination can return to those silent, shimmering worlds, continuing to explore, to reflect, to wonder. May your dreams be as vast and as full of gentle mystery as the deep ocean itself. Good night, my dear friend. Sleep now, and let the quiet magic of the deep guide you into a restful and wondrous night.